I'd like to think that a lot of people who watch these videos love motorsport. I imagine you do. I mean, our channel is called Motorsport Reports at the end of the day. The name is, as we say, on the tin, or in this case, on the website and the social media pages. Now, I love racing. That'll come as no surprise to you as well. I love Formula 1. I love NASCAR. I love IndyCar. I love all kinds of racing. I've seen bike races, touring car races, the lot. I've watched everything at some point or another. But you know, that passion for racing doesn't cross certain lines. There are certain things that you shouldn't do, whether you agree with the result, whether you get annoyed about somebody doing an incident, causing a crash, even if you think and know they're in the wrong. There's certain things that you do not do or say. Now, Katherine Legge has been a bit of a trailblazer in NASCAR in recent times, to say the least. She's been the first female NASCAR driver in a number of years since Danica Patrick was racing in the Cup Series. And she was competing at Rockingham in the NASCAR Cup Series week off. NASCAR Cup Series does not go to Rockingham, or Rockingham as I should say, as it's over in the States. But the XFinity Series does and the Craftsman's Truck Series does. And I believe Katherine Legge was competing in the XFinity Series, which is, for those that don't know, is the second series, the kind of the feeder series really for the Cup Series. And despite this being, you know, a cool event and everything like that, it very much got spoiled after Legge faced death threats following an incident on track. Now, before I get into the article, which is on motorsportsreport.com, I just want to say that, you know, there is no excuse whatsoever for something like this. There just isn't. Like, you shouldn't do things like this. Like, there's no excuse for... Even if you know someone has done a horrible crash and possibly endangered somebody's life, you know, you shouldn't go doing stuff like that. There's lines and boundaries that should not be crossed when it comes to not just sport or motorsport, just life in general. You don't do things like that to people. It's just wrong, right? It just is. And anyway, before I get too wound up, let's have a look at what's been said here, guys. Full article on the motorsportreports.com. NASCAR driver Katherine Legge has revealed that she has been targeted by disturbing hate mail and death threats from auto racing fans following her involvement in a crash that collected veteran driver Kasey Kahne during the recent Xfinity series at Rockingham. Legge, who has started 4 Indy 500s but is a relative newcomer to stock car racing, addressed the issue during Tuesday's episode of Throttle Therapy podcast, stating, "Let me be very clear, I am here to race and I am here to compete, and I won't tolerate any of these threats to my safety or my dignity, whether that is on track or off it." The British driver, who became the first woman in 7 years to start a Cup Series race earlier this year at Phoenix, emphasised that the inappropriate comments she has received on social media are disturbing and unacceptable. The incident in question occurred during the Xfinity race at Rockingham, North Carolina. Legge, who had qualified for the race on speed but was bumped off the starting grid due to ownership points, secured a seat for the number 53 car for Joey Gase Motorsport. While being lapped by the leaders, Legge entered turn 1, where William Sawalich, made contact with the back of her car, sending her spinning and leaving Kahne with nowhere to go, resulting in a collision along the bottom of the track. Legge explained the situation, saying, "I gave a lane, and the reason why the closing pace looks so high isn't because I braked mid-corner. I didn't. I stayed on my line, stayed doing my speed, which obviously isn't the speed of the leaders because they are passing me. He charged in a bit too hard, which is the speed difference you can see. He understeered up a lane and into me, which spun me around." With a wealth of experience in various series, including NASCAR, IMSA sports car, and previous Xfinity starts, the 44-year-old defended her position, stating, "I have earned my seat on that racetrack. I have worked just as hard as any of the other drivers out there, and I've been racing professionally for the last 20 years. I am 100% sure that the teams employed me without me bringing any sponsorship money for the majority of those 20 years. Did not do so as a DEI hire or a gimmick or anything else. It's because I can drive a racing car." Legge believes that the vitriol she faced on social media is indicative of a larger issue concerning women in motorsport. However, she remains undeterred, stating, "Luckily, I have been in tougher battles than you guys in the comments section." The racing community has rallied around Legge, with IndyCar driver Marco Andretti coming out in her defense on social media in response to a critical called Legge unproven. Andretti wrote on X, "It's wild to me how many grown men talking badly about badass girls like this. Does it make them feel more manly from the couch or something?" Don't know. Don't know. Some people just love to hate, man. They just love to hate, and unfortunately, because she's a woman, that makes her an easy target for these idiots. If it's not that, they'll find something else. Look, I haven't seen the incident in question. Full disclosure, I haven't. But at the end of the day, there's no need for death threats. There's no death threat example given in that article, probably for obvious reasons, because of censorship and all that. We don't want to put that stuff out there or promote it. But it's just shocking, It really is saying that she's unproven. Come off it, man. She's proven. She's literally racing the Cup Series as well. Like, she has made it, and she's going to make a few more starts as well in the Cup Series, or at least attempt to qualify for them later in the year too for NASCAR Cup Series. So yeah, shocking. There's no excuse for it. It's downright horrible, and it should not be condoned. And I hope these people are held accountable, or at least at a minimum shown how much just a bunch of idiots they are for saying stuff like that about her, because she's worked hard. She's probably had to work harder than most men because of all the discrimination out there when it comes to females in motorsport, because things have got a lot better with that for sure. But 20 years ago when Legge was starting out, yeah, there was a few barriers kind of erected in her kind of direction, basically trying to stop her. But she made it, so fair play to her. Good on her. All power to her. And yeah, I hope she continues to brush aside these critics, because anybody who's in the public eye has them these days, whether it's directly attacking them on social media, whether it's the comment sections on videos. Everybody online's got them. I got them, but thankfully I don't have to face death threats. I've not noticed any of those, thankfully, although there are some people that are very nasty on the internet. But hey, I think she just sees it in a similar way to what I do. These are just sad little losers that don't have anything good going on in their life, so they just want to bring other people down. Good luck, all power to you. It ain't going to work, though. But yeah, for much more motorsport content, hopefully a little less like this on the world of NASCAR and other series as well, keep it tuned here to the Motorsport Reports. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. And if you are one of these trolls, just crawl back into your cave and don't come back.